In this video, I will talk about a very important topic, which is ANN, Artificial Neural Network. Since this course is all about machine learning, and we will see a mathematics of machine learning and also some other examples like cancers detection and so on and so forth. But let me just start from ANN. Here you can see that we have a biological neurons. ANN, artificial neural network, is sometimes compared with biological neurons. The neurons that we have in our brain, there are billion of neurons, and these neurons communicate with each other through some synapse. Here in this example, you see that there is a biological neuron. I copied that image from online, so the source should be online. This is not my image. We should credit this to the online from some website. Here you can see that there are two neurons. One is this neuron and another one is this neuron. And we know that during the brain activity, these neurons communicate with each other. They pass the information from one neuron to another neuron. This is the same idea in artificial neural network. So this is biological neuron. Some people, as I said, that they don't like this comparison and they are against this comparison. They says that artificial neural network is not actually discovered through this biological neuron. But whatever the case is, one should know that there is some possibility that people have saw the biological neuron and they just constructed the artificial neuron. So this was all about the biological neuron, a very simple example where the neuron has been shown, and the biologist probably knows better than like us who are a mathematician. So the important thing is we have neuron and we have synapse. Okay. Now what happened is in artificial neuron, why we call it artificial, since this is not actual biological neuron. In artificial neural network, we have, these are the neurons, and there are some other neurons as well. Maybe I can draw another layer as well. At the end, we have again 3 neurons, so on. So the first thing you saw here is the artificial neural network. On the left hand side, we have input layer. This is called input layer. This is called input layer. So we have input layer. You give your data to these neurons, and we call it features. We will see that in future how this works. This is hidden layer. This is called hidden layer, hidden layer, Since there are two hidden layers, or maybe I should introduce output layer as well, so you can understand what are the hidden layers. This is output layer. Since there are two layers between input and output, this is called hidden layer 1, and the second one is hidden layer 2. This is hidden layer 2, hidden layer 2. And these neurons communicate with each other similar to biological neuron by using some synapse. For example, this neuron will communicate to this neuron of hidden layer 1 and again so on. So this neuron will communicate with all the hidden layer 1 neurons. Similar goes to the second neuron will communicate with all the neurons, so on. And if I draw that, you will see, for example, something like that. These are the images actually that has been shown in the paper when someone is talking about the artificial neural network. Okay, this figure will become a mess. That's why I'm not going to draw the lines from second neuron input, the second neuron of input layer. So this is our input layer, second neuron in input layer. The second thing is the hidden layer 1 neuron. The first neuron will communicate with all the neurons of the hidden layer 2. We will talk about the mathematics of that. This is just an introduction. Similar to the first neuron that has communicated with hidden layer 2, we have second neuron communicate with all the other neurons. As you can see that for hidden layer 1, this was input layer. This was input layer. For hidden layer 2, the hidden layer 1 becomes input layer. Similar to this analysis, for hidden layer 2, this become for output, this is already input layer. So for each layer, we have input layer coming from the previous layer. Okay, so if I draw that, for example, for this neuron, for example, this communicate with all the other neurons. As you can see, this is net of all the branches, and you can see in artificial neural network. This is artificial neural network. ANN is a very famous algorithm. We recently applied this on the fluid mechanics as well. So that's how things work in the artificial neural network, but there is a mathematical theory. So here in the last one, for example, we have the hidden layer 2 that will, each neuron, although I have drawn only the communication with one neuron, each neuron will communicate with all the output layers similar to this one, so on, this one, and so on. That's what we have. You can see that this has become a mess. So the information, actually these are the features. This information travels from left to right and it reaches at the output layer where we have some solutions. And we will talk about that in future videos. Thank you for watching.